If you try to fix your truck today, the part might not exist anymore. Not out of stock. Deleted. Ford and GM already decided what happens next. Not your mechanic, not you. A corporate accountant deleted the part number. 3 letters, NLA. No longer available. Not back-ordered. Not delayed. Gone. They did not discontinue it because the part stopped working. They discontinued it because they decided your truck has lived long enough. That was the plan. They did not count on mechanics. Here is what happens in real trucks. The engine control module in a 2002 Silverado fails. You call the dealer, they pull up the part number, discontinued. They quote you a new truck. The independent mechanic down the street orders a Holley Terminator X standalone system for $900, installs it in an afternoon, and your truck runs better than it did from the factory. That is the entire game. They said it was dead. The mechanic proved them wrong. Ford and GM did not stumble into this. They engineered it. A truck you can fix yourself is a truck they can only sell once. A truck they control through software and parts availability is a truck they monetize forever. When a vehicle crosses the 15-year mark, the corporate accountants calculate the warehouse cost for those components and pull the plug. They scrap the tooling. They delete the part numbers. The goal is simple: make the old truck impossible to maintain until you give up and sign a new loan. They were counting on you to give up and replace it. This is how the starvation works in real trucks. First, the engine control module. Factory engine control modules in trucks from the late 90s and the early 2000s are failing at high mileage. The capacitors fry. The dealer part number comes up dead. Your only option is an overseas remanufactured unit with a 30-day warranty. Second, the electronic parking brake caliper. The electric motors on early 2000s applications are seizing at high mileage. Original equipment manufacturer replacements discontinued for dozens of common applications. The dealer's solution is a full caliper assembly at double the cost. Third, the blind spot radar module. Early systems from the mid-2000s are throwing fault codes. A junkyard module will not work. VIN mismatch. New original equipment manufacturer unit gone. Dealer wants $2,000 to replace a system that worked fine yesterday. So what do you do when every official channel is closed? The same thing the mechanics figured out years ago. You cut the manufacturer out of the equation entirely. What started as desperation in individual garages became a full rebellion, not workarounds. Real engineering solutions that make these trucks permanently immune to the starvation tactic. And the trucks they work best on are still out there. 3 platforms, all proven, all available right now. So what exactly are you looking for? The first is the GMT 800, Chevrolet Silverado, and GMC Sierra, built from 1999 to 2006. The dealer told one owner his 2002 Silverado was finished. ECM failed. Part discontinued. They walked him toward the showroom floor. His mechanic installed a Holley Terminator X standalone engine management system. No cellular modem, no corporate server, no part number the manufacturer can delete. $900 and the truck fires every time. The dealer said it was over. The mechanic turned it back on. The 4.8 liter and the 5.3 liter LSV 8 engines in these trucks are the most documented engine platform in history. Every failure point is mapped, solved, and supported by the aftermarket permanently. When the intake manifold gaskets leak coolant at high mileage, the one known weakness, the fix, is $60 in parts and $200 in labor. When the 4L60E transmission slips, any transmission shop in the country rebuilds it for $800 to $1,200 with a warranty. When you buy one, check underneath for frame rust and start it cold to listen for lifter tick before oil pressure builds. A clean, rust-free example from a southern state runs $4,000 to $8,000. The LS engine will be supported by the aftermarket long after the manufacturer wishes it was not. The second truck is the Ford Ranger, built from 1998 to 2011. One owner in Tennessee was told his 2007 Ranger with a seized rear caliper was not worth fixing. Parts availability was an issue, the shop said. He found a rebuild kit online for $40 and rebuilt the caliper in a Saturday afternoon using basic hand tools. No scan tool, no proprietary software, no permission required. Ford barely updated the underlying mechanical engineering on this truck for over a decade. A 2010 Ranger is fundamentally a 1990s truck in a newer body. The 4-liter V6 has no turbocharger, no variable valve timing, and no emissions equipment complex enough to strand you. Fleet operators and municipal work trucks ran these engines into the ground, past 200,000 miles, and kept going. Check the frame above the rear axle for rust. That section traps road salt. Also look for oil seepage at the rear main seal on the 4-liter. A clean Southern example with the 4-liter and a 5-speed manual runs $4,000 to $7,000. Every system is fixable with tools you already own. The third is the first generation Nissan Frontier, built from 1998 to 2004. A mechanic in Arizona bought one with a blown timing belt and a bent valve. The previous owner had been quoted $2,000 at a dealer. The mechanic pulled the head, found 2 bent valves, sourced a rebuild kit for $230, and had it running in a weekend. The 3.3-liter VG33 V6 is a durable cast iron block engine built for commercial use. There is no continuously variable transmission. The 4-wheel drive uses a mechanical floor-mounted lever. The one weakness is the timing belt. This is an interference engine, so budget $300 for a fresh belt and water pump when you buy one. Because the VG33 was shared across multiple Nissan platforms, parts availability is strong worldwide. A clean example runs $3,000 to $6,000. Independent mechanics can service every system without a scan tool or dealer involvement. Here is the math. A new half-ton today is $55,000 at 7% interest, $750 a month. Full coverage insurance adds $180. $930 a month before a single oil change. A clean GMT 800 in cash, nothing per month. Liability insurance only, $60. When the engine control module fails, you spend $900 on a Holly that outperforms the original. When the caliper seizes, you spend $40 on a rebuild kit. The rebellion doesn't just keep the old truck running, it ends the monthly payment permanently. Here is the part they never calculated. The moment you install a standalone engine management system, you don't just cut them out of the repair bill, you cut them out of the data pipeline. A Holly Terminator has no cellular modem. It does not report to a server in Detroit. It does not sell your driving behavior to an insurance broker. They didn't just lose the parts revenue, they lost the surveillance revenue. That is why they really want your old truck dead. They didn't just want your truck gone. They wanted your data, your repairs, your money every month. The old trucks break that system. That is why they are trying to kill them, and that is why mechanics are keeping them alive. If this just saved your truck from the junkyard, hit subscribe. Every week, we expose the tactics the industry is counting on you to never figure out. Drop your answer in the comments right now. What is the highest mileage analog truck you have personally kept running, and what did it take? Let us see what these machines are actually capable of. Find the old iron, learn the fix, and never let a discontinued part number convince you your truck is done. They took the parts. The mechanics kept the trucks alive.